Hi there, everybody, in Canadian Profits TV land. Dave Dubeau here with this week's episode number 102. What do we got in store for you? Lots of great stuff as usual. For our business breakthrough, I want to talk about why number 1 is the worst number in business. For our real estate tips, I'm going to share something very valuable I just learned from some of our students at the recent Rent to Own Profit Summit about using trade shows to attract potential investors and potential tenants as well. Stay tuned. All right, so for our business breakthrough, why number 1 is the most dangerous number in business. Reminded of this again, you can never be overly dependent on just one person for anything. So if you got just one employee working with you, you're definitely at a lot of risk. If you've got all of your eggs in one basket when it comes to, let's say, a client that you've got, if you've got one client that's just huge compared to everybody else, or you only have one client, then you're definitely at a lot of risk. So you always want to make sure that you've got a plan B. So if you only have one person, for example, in your bookkeeping department, what's plan B if that person flakes out on you? How can you quickly get up and going if that person doesn't work out? Same with your receptionist, same with anybody that's in your business. Same with clients. You never want to be handcuffed to where you only have one source of income with your business. You want to make sure that you've got multiple ways that money is coming into your company. So just a reminder there for you, 1 is the most dangerous number in any business. Always have a plan B. That is your business breakthrough this week. All right, something kind of different for this week's real estate tip. At our recent Rent to Own Profit Summit, we had 2 of our Rent to Own students who've done something very cool to attract potential new investors and rent to own clients as well. And that is, they went to their local home shows, which are kind of trade shows, and they did a trade show booth. So one of our students, Sheldon Dietz up in Grand Prairie, had phenomenal results. He did that. He did a trade show. Actually, he's done 2 of them. And he really focused on just finding good potential investors. So at the end of the 2 or 3 day trade show the first time, he ended up with 14 or 16 leads. Now, to go to a whole trade show for 2 or 3 days and only come out with 14 or 16 leads seems like a heck of a lot of work to me. That's what it seemed to me until he told me what the results were. And basically, from those 14 or 16 leads, he actually got 2 investors on board for 2 of his deals. So is it worth spending 2 or 3 days at the trade show to get two investors? I think so. And then the second time around, he knew what he was doing better, and he actually got 20 leads, but that actually turned into 4 new investors for him. So that is a huge value. So again, in his case, he wasn't trying to get as many names and have a big draw or anything like that. He was just trying to get good, quality, qualified leads. Our friends Malcolm and Janelle with Own Fort McMurray up in Fort McMurray also did the same thing up there, but they went a different path, and they went to try and generate as many leads as possible. So they had a draw for a travel voucher for a free, some sort of a tropical trip. So they got a lot of interest. So the way they qualified it is they had an interest sheet which checked off, the person had to check off if they're a homeowner or a renter. And so they put them into one of 2 categories. If they're a homeowner, they could be a potential investor or a potential FSBO seller for a sandwich lease deal. And if they were a renter, they're a potential rent-to-own client. So they generated hundreds and hundreds of leads in each one of those categories, which they're now following up with. And as I recall, I believe they got 2 deals out of that and 1 investor out of that exercise as well. So a lot more work with following up. But if you've got it automated, it's not that tough, and it's a very fast way to grow your list quickly. So the way Sheldon did it, just getting a very focused, small number of people, or the way Malcolm and Janelle and Samantha did it, getting a whole bunch of people, either way is good, depends on what you want to do. But it's something that you can try. That is your real estate tip for this week. All right, so Wagner, today's your birthday. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
It's been a couple of years you've been with us here at, first of all, BC Rent to Buy and now with Canadian Profits. Really appreciate it. So, how's it feel?
I feel great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, happy. 35 now.
35. Ancient.
Yeah.
Ancient. Well, that's great. I admire Wagner very, very much. Wagner's the guy who's always behind the camera. He's always doing all of the editing for Canadian Profits TV, plus a lot of other stuff that he does for us as well. He's kind of my marketing right-hand guy. What I really admire about Wagner is he and his wife, Gisa, and their little daughter came from Brazil 3 years ago.
Yes.
3 years ago, had to go through a lot to get here legally, did it, and have just really created a wonderful life for themselves as new immigrants to the country. So always admire folks that are new immigrants to the country. And Wagner, you guys have done a great job. So
Thank you.
great to know you. What else is going on? Lots of stuff. We're getting ready for our massive implementation boot camp happening this weekend.
That's right.
Lots of stuff on the go there. If you haven't heard about that, that's where we're taking 3 days and taking people, some of our rent-to-own students, from zero to hero with their rent-to-own marketing, getting it all done, a year's worth, ready to go in 3 days. So this is going to be a first one. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's pretty exciting.
That's right.
Wagner's a big part of helping out with that as well. What else we got going on? Just a reminder, March 5th, 6 p.m. Pacific, we've got our big educational webinar, How to Make 2013 Your Best Year Ever as a Canadian Real Estate Investor. We've got plenty of expert Canadian real estate profit guest speakers on that call. So myself, July Ono, Paul Blacquier, Paul Hetch, and others as well. So really looking forward to that. CanadianProfitsWebinar.com, or click on the button to the right there to register. If you can't make it on the live call, go ahead and register anyhow. That way we'll let you know about the replay when it's up. What else is going on? For all you Diamond members, if you're procrastinating about it, now's the time to make sure you get your tickets booked on the upcoming Diamond Cruise. DiamondCruise.ca. Watch the video. We'll see what it's all about there. Love to have you. If you're not currently a Diamond member, you should be.
Yep.
Right? So we'll show you how there you can take a test drive, get involved with that. If you're a Diamond member, you can come out, bring your family, bring your friends. I'm taking my wife Susie and our 2 kids along. We got Ken Beaton and Joanne Beaton coming as well, and all sorts of other great folks too. So check it out, diamondcruise.ca. All right, buddy. Happy birthday.
Thank
How do
you.
you say happy birthday in Portuguese?
Feliz aniversário.
Feliz aniversario. All right. Many happy returns.
Okay. Thank you.